Oh my God. Do we have a lot to talk about? I didn't put my lights on. Hold on. There. Okay. How y'all doing? How's it going? We have a live one today. And first of all, what did you guys think of the new disclaimer? Well, not new. I made it for this. What did y'all think about it? Wanted to make sure that everybody is aware of the content warning of today's video. It is extremely, extremely important. Hey, Victoria. Hi, friend. There is mention of self-harm. There's mention of specific types of abuse. There is mention of addiction, recovery, violence involving weapons, spiritual manipulation, emotional manipulation. This is probably, genuinely, you guys, this is probably the worst video that I have ever come across from somebody trying to recruit, in my opinion. So that is why I did things a little bit different. That is why I had the content warnings in the video description as well as in the video prior to, like the intro, if you will. So thank you for the compliments on the disclaimer. I appreciate y'all. Oh, yeah. And just like Tori said, the girl that's being discussed today is intense. If you are in a place, say you're listening to this at work or you have children around, headphones definitely would be a good idea. There will be swearing on her video as well. So just want to make sure everybody is fully prepared with what we are about to watch. I do want to say, why am I covering this? Because I think that it's really important that we discuss the tactics that are being used, because my fear is that there are going to be people that have been through some of the things that Marina is going to be talking about and are going to decide to join her team because of it. I actually had a call today with Susan, and she was like, why do they do this? Because we talk about everything on our weekly check-ins. She said, why do they do this? And I said, because it's a way for them to relate to other people so that they can recruit them. It's a doorway, if you will. I have been through these, also trauma dumping, Sadfishing, all of that is in this video. They are taught and teach, in my opinion, based on my experience, to share really vulnerable things, and it becomes kind of part of their brand. And by sharing those things, they're hoping to find other people that have been through something similar so that then they can develop the relationship and start pitching either the product that's going to help with the health claims that they have shared, or a way to have the conversation about recruiting them. Long story short, I guess. And by the way, sorry for being rude. If you're brand new to my channel, welcome. My name is Erin Bees. I am a wife, a mom, a military veteran. I'm studying to become a certified personal trainer, and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out, and now I'm using all of my social media platforms to educate and raise awareness around the dangers of multi-level marketing companies and the tactics used by their reps. This is going to be a heavy one, but it's something that we need to discuss. And also, if I sound a little bit nasally still, it's because I am still working on getting over the sickness, which I found out at the ER on Saturday is actually pneumonia. So thank goodness for antibiotics and modern medicine. We love that. Where are the fireworks? They didn't happen that time. That's okay. Yeah, Erin, don't be rude. Say hi. My God, what a blast from the past. All right, everybody. So we're going to get started on today's video. It's about 42 minutes long. I just wanted to be very thorough in the content warnings that I give you guys. Please take care of yourself. If any part of this can be triggering for you, skip the video. I totally get it. I understand. All right, without further ado, let's get to Marina Simone, who is part of the brand Moms and Heels. That's kind of her brand. She was in Modere, and recently she left for, hey Tish, she left for Frequence. She does address that. So everybody, Marina Simone. Also, she does yell. There's a lot of like aggressive body language. She does yell. So I'm just going to keep adding to these content warnings. So please take care of yourselves.
What's up, y'all? Oh, shit. Hello, everybody. Hello.
Thanks.
We're live on Facebook and we're live on Instagram. What's up?
Just use a streaming service.
Staying up for you, babes. I know this is late, y'all, but I needed to decompress. I needed to get my words. I needed God to bless my words before I spoke tonight.
I will tell you guys, have I watched this fully? Yes. Yes, I have. And this conversation that she is having with her audience, in my opinion, should have been had with a therapist. Again, that's just my opinion. I think, trauma dumping and doing all of that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I needed to spend time with my kids. I needed to hug my husband. I needed to cuddle with my dog today.
Love that.
Some of you, I think, are like watching this right now and you're just like, she's got this. Like,
no, I think people are probably watching this like, what's happening? What's going on?
It's good, y'all. I'm emotional right now. I'm shaking, like literally shaking.
I mean, are you shaking because you're mad? Are you shaking because your blood sugar is low and maybe you need a snack? I don't understand. I mean, I have watched this, but I don't understand the point of her setting this up the way that she is if it's not to emotionally manipulate her audience.
And so I want you just to know this is coming from my heart. And I remember doing a live like this 7 years ago, and I was shaking and I was nervous because one of the biggest things that I've always learned from my mother is that I always want to leave people better when I've been in contact with them than when I first met them.
I'm sorry. She may say that, but somebody that's in a multi-level marketing company that has been documented statistically by the FTC and Modere's own income disclosure statement when she was a part of Modere that shows people are harmed financially. You can't tell me you're trying to leave people better if you're a part of a multi-level marketing company at the top like this individual was in Modere. You cannot tell me that. Because if you were really trying to leave people better, you would be educating them solely on social media and affiliate marketing. But you lose me at the fact that you're using your social media as a funnel to your multi-level marketing company. I don't believe that you are trying to make people better. You're trying to leave them better by getting them involved in multi-level marketing. Don't believe it for a second. Hey, Karina.
And this business has made that part so much fun. But then when moments like this happens, it makes it so hard to stay that positive person, to stay that mentor, to stay that leader who's so strong.
The sad part about this is she's probably going to be applauded for being so transparent by the people involved in her multi-level marketing scam, which is now Frequence. She's probably going to be like, everybody's going to say, oh my God, Marina, that was such an incredible live. You were so honest. You were so vulnerable. I don't remember from the comments, but she probably is going to go back into the comments and tag people and use this as a resource, like it's some kind of a tool, because it is. in my opinion. This is a manipulation tool. She's using this and the story that she's going to share with people like it's a hook. And I know for those of you that follow her, she knows exactly what she's doing. It's gross. It's grimy.
And it's been hard. I broke.
I fully believe she's going to say she's upset because she broke a nail, trying to like make light of the situation. I fully believe this person is upset because she is taking major heat because of her leaving Modair and going to Frequence. I don't necessarily think that the how, the why, the time frame, I don't think any of that matters. Genuinely, I think that it's because this is what happens when you're in multi-level marketing and you go to another multi-level marketing company. This is the tactics that they use. They're going to talk bad about her. She's going to probably talk bad about them, maybe not publicly, but in my opinion, probably happening behind the scenes. The passive aggressive stories and posts and lives, just like she did when she was talking about Justin Prince being terminated from Modair. What was that, 17 weeks ago, where she was talking about planting my flag here at Modair? Yeah, and here we are. So I think the tears are because she is taking major heat, because people are talking about her because of how she left. This would never happen in the real world. If you're a teacher, shout out to all the teachers. If you're a teacher and you decide to go from, teaching one grade or one school and you decide to go to another school, this is not going to happen. Your coworkers, the teachers and the administration that you work with are not going to go live and talk about you and any of that. That doesn't happen in the real world. This only happens in multi-level marketing. So just, I know you guys know this, but think about this as we move forward. Would this happen if somebody decided to switch jobs? No, but just keep that kind of on your brain, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
A nail today. That's why I'm crying. I wish that's why I was crying. I have no lashes. Just heads up. There's none there.
No, nobody cares. Genuinely, like, I don't think people are looking at this going, oh my gosh, how dare her show up without any lashes on and a broken nail? If they do, that is so superficial.
Whatsoever. Let me preface this by saying there are going to be some people that see this, use it against me, put it on their YouTube channel.
Oh my God, that's great. Put it on their YouTube channel. Listen, all I have to say, Marina.
As you wish. As you wish.
The loop. Hang on one second. As you wish, Marina. Your wish is my command.
Channels, all the things. And wherever this ends up, I know it's where God wants it to be. I know it's where it's supposed to be. So someone who hears this never has to feel like I feel right now.
See, I wish that were true. But unfortunately, this is going to continue to happen because when big leaders in multi-level marketing companies move to other companies, this is always going to happen. The only way to prevent this is to get rid of multi-level marketing companies.
Ever. And for those of you that are watching that are men, I just want to tell you right now, like, this is very much going to be a woman forward conversation, not to offend you. But it's just got to be said what's got to be said tonight. My brand, Moms and Heels. I don't know if that's backwards for those of you on Facebook. If this is reverse, just can you read that? Does it say Moms and Heels or is it backwards? When I got this idea for this brand in 2016, it had nothing to do with network marketing. It had
This is going to be important for later. She says she started Moms and Heels in 2016, and it had nothing to do with multi-level marketing, but has been in multi-level marketing since 2011. Just mental note on that part.
Absolutely nothing to do with making money. It's backwards. Okay, let me see if I can change it because that's going to drive me bonkers. Okay, hold on.
Somebody that's in branding and marketing, allegedly, saying that they created a brand that has nothing to do with making money is lying. Yeah. She made a brand because that is what's going to attract people to do business with somebody. Her brand, Moms and Heels, is telling people the demographic that she is looking for. That group of individuals that might be interested in Moms and Heels, her brand, is a funnel. It's a brand that is used as a funnel to market into the multi-level marketing company or her courses. That's what it's designed for. It's a curiosity post. It is yeah, that's how they use that. So when you see some of these MLM coaches that, for example, John and Nadia Melton, who used to be her upline, she mentions him without mentioning him, in my opinion, here soon, which is very interesting. But they do the same thing. They have like My Lifestyle Academy. That's a funnel to recruit into Modair. So I don't believe it for a second when she says, "Oh, well, I started this brand not to make money." I call BS on that.
Before I get into the goods, let me just fix this. Ain't no way we're going to have something backwards.
Stop
Show
talking like that.
controls, Lumina. Show controls, flip it around, hit save. Did that work? Did that work? Okay. If not, oh well, we're just going to get over it.
Ooh, mouth noises. Sorry, guys.
When I started this brand,
Same.
Moms and Heels, for those of you on Instagram, it's just my thing over there. It was literally because I wanted to help moms.
Help moms with what? What were you trying to help moms with? A side hustle? Selling products online? That absolutely has everything to do with trying to help them make money. I mean, we know that they don't make money because Modair has an income disclosure statement, so that's interesting.
Literally. I wanted to help moms that felt like they weren't worthy, felt like they weren't enough.
So you wanted to be like a life coach? You wanted to be like a therapist? Did you go to school to become a therapist to help people? Oh, you didn't?
I wanted to help them see that they were. And no matter what they went through, no matter what man beat them.
Content warning. I'm gonna say it over and over again. Mention of abuse, mention of self-harm, spiritual, emotional manipulation, violence with weapons. All of that is coming.
What man physically beat them, what father molested them, what teacher that didn't believe in them, what girls in high school, made her feel like shit.
I'm sorry. I'm having a very hard time with the fact that she just did this live 17 weeks ago and was completely snarling at Justin Prince, being terminated from Modair and, just it came across like she was being a bully. And I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. I'm not defending Justin Prince by any means. Not at all. Not one bit. However, it's funny how the story changes all of a sudden. And now it's almost like she's trying to become this victim. Now, please don't mistake what I'm saying. I'm not saying anybody deserves to go through anything that she mentions in this video. Nobody does. Period. To take this and flip it from how she was talking about Justin Prince weeks ago, and now she's taking the heat. So now she's going to tell this story of her trauma and dump it all over the internet. And at the end of the video, she's going to try to cross recruit. So I always say, pay attention. Maybe I don't word it this way, but pay attention, because they're going to tell on themselves. And she tells on herself at the end of this video, which is the whole reason I decided to cover this, is because this is about cross recruiting. This is about her addressing what's being said about her in a way that she knows is going to capture the audience. She knows people are going to go to her live because of what Modera is saying about her. So she's going to give them a landing point to cross recruit them. This is nothing but another funnel, in my opinion.
Or even when people at the church you went to turned their backs on you because of decisions you made or addictions you had. I wanted to have a place where I felt like I mattered, and I wanted to create a place where more women and moms could feel like they mattered.
Then do it.
Moms in Heels was.
Then do it outside of a multi-level marketing company. I don't believe that multi-level marketing companies are a place where women, since that's what we're talking about here, that women can be uplifted and empowered. In fact, I think it's the complete opposite. I think people, I say people, but we're talking specifically about women because I want to go off of what she's saying here. People are taken advantage of financially, creatively, good God. People are taken advantage of with their time, their energy, their effort, and asked to make sacrifices like, oh, you don't need that family dinner. Oh, you can skip your kid's birthday and get to this event. These types of companies take advantage of people, in my opinion. So creating a place where people feel valued in a multi-level marketing company, the irony of that statement, I mean, they're polar opposites.
Born. And it's so funny because when it comes to the heels part, I'm really just more in sneakers and slides and stuff.
Oh, so it's not an authentic brand.
But like, I'm trying to put the heels back on. I get it. Some of you are like, I can't do the heels. Like, I can't do it. But anyway, I'm just going to share a little of my story first. For those of you that are jumping on here for the first time, I'm crying because I broke a nail. I'm just kidding. That's not why I'm crying. I have been in the network marketing industry since 2011. But before that,
notice the energy shift? She really just clicked it on, didn't she? Yikes.
I was not someone to follow. And I say that because I had trials. God saved my life many times. There was a reason for it. I know that now. But at 18 years old, I was engaged to a leader of a gang who murdered 2 people in front of me, put the gun to my head, pulled the trigger, and there were no bullets left.
And why is this relevant? Why is she saying any of this? Is this relevant to her trying to recruit into a mushroom juice company? No. No. The purpose of this is to emotionally manipulate her audience. And that's disgusting. Marina, I know you're going to see this. What you are doing here is disgusting. This is a conversation you should not have had. You shouldn't have dumped on your audience, in my opinion. And I just feel like this is a conversation you should have had with a friend, a close friend, a family member, and or a therapist. You are using this story to cross-recruit people, to recruit people into your multi-level marketing company, like you say at the end of this video. It's disgusting. And you should be ashamed of yourself, in my opinion.
I am here for a reason. This brand is here for a reason. Network marketing was that first step for me that made me believe that I could do this, that I didn't have to be chained to a cubicle, that I didn't have to have a boss down my throat telling me what moments I was going to miss with my kid.
No, instead you have an upline that is harping you on, when are you gonna get on the Zoom? Why weren't you on the Zoom? Are you gonna get to the event? And in her case, she has an upline that actually I'm not gonna say that yet. We'll get there.
I'm so grateful for the first person who introduced me to network marketing back in 2011. I will never, ever, ever, ever forget that.
So she was in MLM. It started in MLM in 2011. She created the brand Moms and Heels, but it wasn't about money. After being in MLM for 5 years, it wasn't about money. You weren't trying to target moms, Marina. If you're gonna lie, at least be good about it.
And if I wasn't introduced, I don't know where I would be today, because network marketing totally saved my life. Completely.
Unbelievable.
There are so many positives. But
I'm
I
so
do
sorry, Lex.
feel like there has been this massive shift of shit. I have been leveraged.
And you've also leveraged other people, because that's a term that they use for recruiting and having a team to make more money. That is where they get the term time freedom from, in my opinion, because we know if you break down somebody's income that is a top leader in a multi-level marketing company, especially, and you look at the difference in the money that they are making from selling the product versus the money that they're making off of having a team, it is night and day difference. So that term leverage is thrown around like, oh, you want to leverage, it's a term for recruiting. Just like they've taken multi-level marketing and they've changed it to network marketing and social selling and social retail and Modere. Those are all terms to disguise what it actually is. And it's deceptive.
I have been lied to. I have been used.
I mean, if that happens in multi-level marketing, that's why the anti-MLM, one of the many reasons the anti-MLM movement is around, is to prevent people from having this experience in multi-level marketing.
I have been laughed at. I have been stroked.
What?
Been thrown away. I've been pulled back in.
Ugh.
And it sucks and it freaking hurts. But then I just remember and I'm reminded that there's no bullet in that gun that night, because I have some big shit to do. Some big shit to do. And so when I get screenshots sent to me of lies about my character, lies about who I am as a person, what my plan was for the last year, that I'm lying and I'm I'm literally trying to talk bad about companies or all these things. It hurts, it stings, but I remember that God.
First of all, before she continues on this sentence, I remember a live stream that you did, or a live, I should say, on Instagram trying to save your team. Because when Justin Prince was terminated, that probably caused a lot of questions. I bet there were a lot of people that left Modere after that because they thought, well, if they can fire somebody that's been with the company forever, one of the top earners, they can fire anybody. And that's the truth. They can, because you're not your own business owner. So let's just remember, not that long ago, 17 weeks or so ago, she did that live where she was talking about Justin Prince, but not mentioning his name. Everybody knew who she was talking about. And in my opinion, it was really just about saving her downline. And yet here we are. Pot, meet the kettle.
Saved me that night for a reason. You guys, I have like all these notes. Like I can't even make this shit up. I have all these notes for you guys. What I was going to say, how I was going to say it. And I'm freaking hurt. I am hurt.
This is such a good and a heart-wrenching point. Wow.
But God's got me. He moved these things for me. He moved these things because of a mission. What? I have had men put their thumb on me and tell me I am not good enough and make me feel like I'm small, use me, abuse me, and then lie on me. And that's not my friggin' story anymore.
I agree. That's not your story. That's not anybody's story that has been in any kind of a relationship like that. Nobody deserves that. But I'd like to remind everybody, she's using this video to try and recruit people into her next company. And that part is disgusting.
Fuck that. That is not my story. My story is moms in heels. My story is how I stepped up out of that because God pulled me up. Not a freaking mentor who's making millions of fucking dollars. Okay?
Who are you talking about, Marina? Who are you talking about? Are you talking about John Melton? Is he making millions of dollars? I don't know. Are you talking about Justin Prince, who was with Modere? Obviously no longer with Modere. Who are you talking about? Are you being vague on purpose to prevent a lawsuit? Is that why you were being vague about Justin Prince weeks ago on that live? That's still up the last I checked. Huh. It's interesting, isn't it?
Not a man who owns a company or a woman who owns a company. God pulled me up.
Okay.
Period.
So let me get this straight. You think that God pulled you out of these things to be in multi-level marketing? That's what you think? I mean, didn't Jesus like throw tables or whatever in the temple? Because people were trying to make money off of religion, spirituality, however you want to word that. But you think God pulled you out of this to be a part of a multi-level marketing company. I don't think that's how that works.
And when I think of what's happening when people make decisions that they believe are best for their families and they are being questioned, and I have these screenshots that make me sick to my stomach.
You know, I bet other people have screenshots of you doing the very same thing when you had leaders leave your team in previous companies. I bet that happened. I bet that definitely happened. I don't need the screenshots to see that. I'm looking for a specific lip gloss and I'm not finding it. And y'all know what color I'm looking for. Anyways, I bet that happened. If you're going to do a whole live talking about Justin Prince, imagine what this person is like in private messages.
Sick to my stomach. You're on stage, you're telling everybody that there's this dream and that they can win and that it can happen for them. And then in the DMs, you're in there telling somebody that if they leave you, they're never going to be successful.
Yeah, that's gross. But people aren't going to be successful in multi-level marketing. That's what the data shows us. Unless you're at the top of the pyramid and you have a large team that are also ordering products every month.
And you'll see them again in a year or two. Wink.
Who is she?
I'm glad the
Show me
Instagram live
screenshots.
stopped. Good. They can come and catch me on Facebook. I ain't got time for too many things right now.
And that's why you can use a streaming platform like StreamYard. This is not sponsored. Where you can stream just like I am. I could stream this to Facebook. I could stream this to Instagram. And all I have to worry about is one thing right here. Very simple. I don't know why they always think that they have to have like 3 or 4 different devices to go live. Makes no sense to me.
Or how about bringing up somebody's health? Talking about their health that they talk to you about in confidence and using that in the DMs to try to keep people and make up lies.
She's mentioning specifics without mentioning all of it, I feel like. And the reason that she's doing that is because she is marketing a very specific message to the people that are going to understand what she's talking about specifically. Oh, man. Also, LD, gifted membership. Thank you so much. That is so amazing. I don't know who got it, but let me know in the comments if you did. And this is for you guys. Welcome, and thank you again, LD. That's amazing. I appreciate you so much.
Y'all, you know why I stayed silent this whole time? I didn't need to go public on social media to build a big ass empire.
Demi got it.
You want to know why? I know how to network. I've been building my network and my net worth since 2011 when I made a decision that I wasn't going to be that girl that let that man dictate to who I was and who I was going to be. And my girls are not going to see this shit. My girls are not going to see this.
Now, when she says my girls, do you think she's referring to her children? Not that I want to get into any specifics about her children. That's not what I'm saying. Or do you think she's mentioning her team? Because sometimes these top leaders, they talk about their team as my girls. So I don't know. Not really sure. But Shelby H., remember for 12 months, happy anniversary, my friend. I appreciate you so much.
I picked up the phone and I called my contacts that I spent time and money on. My email list, my text list. No company's paying for that. You know how much money I spent on Facebook ads last year?
Why is this
Yes,
relevant?
drop it in the comments section.
What?
Over $300,000 to generate leads for my business,
For your coaching?
my network.
See, are we talking about your marketing coaching business, or are we talking about your Modair? I don't even want to say business, but we'll use her terms. We'll play her game here. Which are you talking about? Because you're not supposed to run ads for multi-level marketing. You're not allowed to. It's against the terms of service. So that's interesting, which tells me, oh, the marketing business was a funnel, is a funnel, in my opinion. Interesting.
So you mean to tell me that if Coca-Cola hires me to tap into my network, now they own me?
I mean, I think that that's going to come down to the contract that you sign with whatever company. And when people join these multi-level marketing companies, they do have things in there, and because this is what I think she's referring to. They do have terms in those contracts that say, if you talked about our products on your social media page, that page is owned by us, should you decide to cancel your distributorship. Optavia is one of them. They absolutely have that written into the contract. So this kind of vague, overgeneralized, oh, well, so does that mean that Coca-Cola owns my network? Well, it depends on the contract that you sign. This is why I have talked about this several times. If you are joining a multi-level marketing company, you better go through that contract with a fine-tooth comb. Have a lawyer review it before you sign it, because they have some sketchy stuff written into those contracts that most people don't even pay attention to. And in fact, a lot of times their upline will say things like, oh, it's just, making sure that you won't say anything bad about the company, or, that type of thing. You can just, sign it, initial it, whatever. And it's fine. It's no big deal. Most people don't even look at it. Look at the things that you are being asked to sign or initial before doing so.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
That's a fallacy.
I spent that much money on Facebook ads, but you want to tell me I can't use my social media?
I mean, what did the contract say that you signed, Marina? What did it say? Did it specify that when you signed with Modere? Because it's a contract. Even though you resigned, you signed the contract.
You paid me commissions on what I brought to you. Isn't that what sales is about?
Why are you being so dramatic about that? You sold products and earned a commission on selling the products that Modere created. By whatever means Modere created those products.
I'm sorry. Did I miss a memo? You didn't pay for my $300,000 in Facebook ads.
That's irrelevant. That's relevant. Refer to your contract.
I did. You didn't just pay over $10,000 for an event that you didn't even go to. So this way, the team that was still going had a place to stay. No.
Not the virtue signaling. That has absolutely zero to do with this conversation.
Me and my bestie Bryn Lang did that. We're shitty leaders?
I don't know about all that. I mean, I wouldn't, in my opinion, I wouldn't call you a leader, because this is not behavior that a leader would exhibit. I also don't think that most people that call themselves leaders, especially in multi-level marketing companies, are actual leaders. I think they're just the top of the pyramid. So I think the term that feels most appropriate to me is a grifter. That seems like that heel fits,
What is going on? How about this? We talk about bringing people from the floor, bringing them up, lifting them up, helping them to become the best versions of themselves. The best versions of themselves. And then in the DMs, we tell them that they're not going to be successful without you? What planet are you on?
I mean, what planet are you on when you seem to think that being a part of an MLM company is going to help people become the best versions of themselves? What planet are you on? Because that's wild. She needs help, I feel.
I can go anywhere and make a lot of money. Damn straight. Damn straight. But you know who can't? The newest person. The newest person, my neighbor, who I'm watching work overtime. And she's willing to have a conversation now about making extra income so she could buy back moments that matter.
You know what's crazy is that neighbor of yours is working overtime, and they know the hourly rate that they will be making. You can't say the same thing in multi-level marketing. You can't.
That's what we do here. That's what Moms and Heels is about. I don't fucking want followers.
She gets real aggressive here, FYI. So
I don't want followers. I don't need followers. You know what I want? I want more women winning, period.
then, I mean, that's not in multi-level marketing. You can scream at the top of your lungs. I mean, it makes my lung hurt just thinking lungs hurt because I'm currently fighting pneumonia, but you can scream that from the rooftops, but it goes against everything that the business model in multi-level marketing really truly is. The people at the top cannot win until there's people below them that are not winning. The bottom of the pyramid is funding the lifestyle of the people at the top of the pyramid. That's just how it works. So I don't know if this is, virtue signaling, if she's just angry. I really don't know. And I mean, we could sit here and speculate, but that's not how the business model works.
With or without me. And if I had a little piece of that, I've done my job.
I'm gonna turn her down a little bit.
You know what happens when people come to me and they tell me, hey, Marina, I found something better? I tell them I love them. I wish them well. Now you talk shit about me. That's a different story. I'm going to come for you.
Right. Marina, you mean to tell me that people that were on your team all the way back to 2011, people that were on your team that decided to go with other companies, you didn't talk bad about them? I mean, we're talking 13 years. You never once talked bad about anybody that left your team and your company that you were a part of to go to another one. I don't believe that for 1 second. Not 1 second.
I'm holy, but I'm hood. I'm going to come for you.
Stop it.
But who are these people?
Your former upline?
Let me reel this back in.
Your former upline, people that you used to rave about, people that you said were family, more than likely, people that you loved and respected. But see, in multi-level marketing, it's all fun and games until you impact the upline's income. That's when things get messy, like this. She impacted John Melton and John and Nadia Melton and, the upline, however many people. I don't remember how that upline is set up, but I think Justin Prince was above John Melton. So I don't know. Anyways, all fun and games until you mess with the upline's income. And that's when this ugliness comes out. That's when this, sharing of screenshots and passive aggressive posts and lives and things of that nature. That's when all of this happens. But it's really about empowering people. It's about, making sure people become the best version of themselves. Right, Marina?
Here's the timeline. Y'all want the tea? I'm going to give you the friggin' tea. Because I have nothing to hide. I don't hide anything. I literally share on social media. I'm bipolar. I was molested by my father. I had a gang member who was literally my fiance and murdered 2 people in front of me. Like, what? You think I'm going to lie about?
What does that have to do with any of this? Not a thing. Dare I call that a false equivalence fallacy? I don't know. I don't know what to call that. The only reason I feel like she's sharing any of that is because how dare you question her? When she says there was no plan to leave, how dare you question her character? That's what that feels like to me. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. This has nothing to do, shouldn't have anything to do, I guess is better said, when it comes to her trying to recruit into her next MLM. I feel like she's trying to emotionally manipulate her audience, and she's competing with her former upline. I'm not saying that John and Nadia and whoever else are saying anything publicly. More than likely, in my opinion, they're probably doing things behind the scenes. Because I know how he operates. I know how he moves. Yeah. He used to be my upline in Modere too, by the way. It was Jesse Lee, and then it was him and Nadia. So I know exactly how he moves based on personal experience. So he's not going to do these things publicly. In my opinion, he's going to do them privately through Messenger.
A little business. I'm the business. You're the business. You know that?
And we're all standing on business today.
Your network. And other people above you are borrowing your network to make a buck. Just putting that out there.
So what are you doing now in frequence? The same thing? Because that tracks.
Just putting that out there. And when you're done and you're ready to move on and level up to your next level, now they're pissed. How about thank you for the last 7 years? You're welcome.
Oh.
Nobody
Oh
paid
my
me to train
God.
your fucking team for the last 7 years. I'll tell you that. I didn't make $1 off of it.
Did any of those distributors that you trained for your upline buy your course, Marina? Or courses? Did they buy anything from you? Because I bet they did. Yeah. So if that's the case, what you just said is not truthful. If that's the case.
Care. If I can literally leave people better than when I first got there, woof, my job is done. Let me tell you about my real mentor. You guys want to know who my real mentor is? And I am so mad at myself for not talking about this enough. My mother. You know what I watched my mother go through?
Did your mother give permission for you to share this?
Watched my mom go through being a single mother of 3 daughters. 3 daughters. Somehow survived with 3 mentally ill daughters. Let's just be clear.
Did your sisters consent to you sharing this on your public platform? For your own personal gain?
Addiction. We were a hot mess. She worked a full-time job. Her ex-husband treated her like shit, and I hope he sees this, because he was shit. You know what she did? She got up every day anyway and made sure that her girls saw her freaking become independent. Make it happen no matter what. Made sure God was first. Made sure we did the things. Made sure we had the values. And so when I think about my true mentor, I look at my mother. She is, incredible. My mother. Women used to look at her because of the way she wore high heels, and women would judge her. She would have men principals who would have her do all the work, and then they would take all the credit. I watched her fight her way to the top. And she did it with class. I am not my mother.
Oh my God. I mean, that seems to be truthful based on this live and the previous one that I've watched, in my opinion, from her.
Let me just make that clear. She knows I am hood. She has accepted that. She loves me. She knows.
Oh my God.
But that woman inspired me to never let a man put his thumb on me again after everything that I've been through. And I want you to know right now that if somebody is putting their thumb on you, it is time for that thumb to be lifted off. Flick it.
Wait a second. Didn't she just say that from over the last 7 years, She was taken advantage of. She was leveraged. She was lied to. I think she said she was stroked and pushed away and then brought back. Isn't that the same thing that she's saying here? She's giving advice like, hey, don't let people take advantage of you, which I dig that advice. That's absolutely agree, but not in this context of her trying to recruit people into frequency. But she's giving advice and saying, don't do this, when she just said a few minutes ago that that's what happened. I'm not saying that that's what happened, but just, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm wording that in a very confusing way, but I hope you guys get what I mean. I don't know. Very interesting. Hi, Luna. Do you want to come say hello? Come here. Come here. Meow. Come here. Nope, she's just going to sit there. She knows I'm going to pick her up. We'll get there. It's very contradictory. Thank you, Avery Joe. That's what I was trying to get at.
Right now, I want you to flick the thumb. I don't know if it's a spouse. I don't know if it's a freaking abusive relationship. I don't know what the hell it is you're going through right now, but flick it. Flick it. So here's my truth. Did I resign? I resigned. Whoop-de-freaking-do. Like literally, whoop-de-freaking-do. Do you guys?
What does it all mean? Why do I think of Austin Powers? What does it all mean, Basil? Y'all remember? Austin Powers is one of my most favorite movies. Also, wait, I gotta find this sound effect.
You guys need to know everything I've resigned from in my life. I've resigned from bullshit. I've resigned from toxic relationships. I've resigned from, oh Lord, friendships. I've resigned from mentors. I've resigned from companies.
I mean, everything except for companies does not require recruiting, does not require making money off of other people. Friendships, terrible relationships, things of that nature. You're not required to recruit in those things. In MLM companies, you are. So the use of yet another false equivalence fallacy is fascinating to me.
I've resigned from toe spreaders. I just had to throw that in there because my husband hates when I wear toe spreaders. I've resigned from a lot of things. Does that make me a bad person? No. It's called life. We make choices.
More virtue signaling. This is wild.
I made a choice.
Yeah.
3 weeks ago.
Whoop-de-freaking-do. What does it all mean, Basil?
I made a choice. Let me tell you why I made a choice. Because I'm being called to something bigger. Legit.
I mean, legit? Or could it be that it's a new company that most people have not heard of? And so, you can move up the ranks quickly by recruiting people that you've recruited over the years, including people in Modere. So, you're going to make a lot of money because you're going to move up the ranks really quickly. And you had an inside look at it because you were hired, which she'll talk about here shortly, to make the onboarding system in addition to running their marketing. Now, listen. Avery Joe and DC have already talked about the marketing in one of my previous videos. And I don't know if DC's covered frequency. I can't remember. But that is their department, not mine. We've seen the marketing. I've seen the back office. It's not that incredible, in my opinion. So, interesting. I think that this is just her saying, hey, I'm getting in at a ground floor opportunity. I'm going to make a ton of money because I know it's a new company, which one of the many things that freaks me out about this company is it's owned by Terry LaCour. Yeah. Makes me nervous.
I'm being called to something bigger. And this is exactly how it went. Because I know some of you were like, oh my gosh, I heard that you've been planning this for 14, 15 months. Really? Because let me tell you what I was doing of April, May, and June of 2023.
Oh, I know because I covered it. That was the 5-day drop. Interesting, because she's going to say that. Let me play it.
Creating the 5-day drop.
Got it. Thank you. The interesting thing about this is I tried to look for these screenshots because I wanted to share them with you guys, but I have a conversation between somebody and the CEO of Modere. Her name is Ozma. I don't know if I said that correctly. I hope I did. She came from another company that in 2016, I think, merged with Modere. She became the CEO. And anyways, there's a conversation that I was sent, and it's between a person and the CEO of Modere. And they are coming out with, which I find very interesting. Modere is coming out or has currently launched, I'm not really sure, products that are supposed to help with mental health. Okay. In this conversation, somebody is asking, hey, how and why are these products supposed to help with mental health when they're the same products that were part of this line? And the response was from the CEO of Modere, oh, this is just like the 5-day drop. We're just marketing it in a different way. So are there studies, is there data on these specific products from Modere that I think were part of a multivitamin pack or something along those lines, mixed in with several other products? Have they been shown to help with mental health? We don't know. We don't know. But according to the CEO, and I'll find those screenshots and I'll make sure that I share them. And of course, blur out any identifying information from the person that sent that to me, because I think that that's very important. It's really not about helping anybody with their mental health. It's about grouping products together and marketing it in a different way. Yeah. Disgusting.
It was already created. Let me just put that out there. I'm going to say this because it was mine. I have proof. And I brought it to leadership to help create some momentum in the company. I didn't keep it to myself. So if I was planning this 14 months ago, thank you, why would I have spent night and day with those leaders to sell out every product that they possibly had and make them go empty if I was going somewhere?
To make a bunch of money quickly? Because if you're sharing with everybody, your team is going to be doing that. And probably buying the products themselves.
No plan. Oh, her check must have dropped. No, I was still making a lot of money.
I mean, you didn't really answer that, though. Did your check drop? Because you're at the top of the pyramid, or were. So you probably were making a good amount of money, but you didn't really answer the question. Did your check drop? Yes or no? Because I bet it did. I bet it was. Because I do think that, along with Prove It, I think Modere is absolutely a sinking ship, which means checks are going to drop.
Make a lot of money. Oh my gosh, she's been planning this forever. No, I actually met the CEO of the company that I'm with in December.
Okay. And?
I was hired to brand and create onboarding because that's my big business. Moms and heels.
I'm sorry, did she just flex? What was that? What just happened?
I'm the branding queen, the launch queen. I've done this since 2017.
Which is why you know exactly what you're doing right here. An emotionally charged call to action is all this video is.
Or I can't even count companies, travel companies, makeup companies, hair companies, health and wellness companies. I mean, to be honest with you guys, like, I've branded a lot of people.
One moment, I have to parent. What's up? No, I'm on a live right now. I'll talk to you after you get your homework done and when I'm done, okay? You did your programs?
Yeah.
Did you do your reading? Reading log. Okay. And I'll sign it when I'm done, okay? All right.
To over 1,000 mission statements.
Yeah, my friend Danny that's on this live sent that. Mm-hmm. Lazy little leopard. Check her out, okay? I'll talk to you when I'm done, okay, Vin? Okay. Okay, that's fine.
It's kind of my jam. And so I met this woman. And all I kept doing was doing the job I was hired for in December and in January. In fact, I had an event in January for my previous company that I just resigned from.
Why can't you say
In
modern? Is it a legal thing?
January. So excited. I was pumped. I delivered. I did a really good presentation, and I can't fake presentations. That's the whole point here. Like, I cannot even, I have an RBF, which is a resting boss face. I can't fake it. It just can't happen. Like, if I'm not in a good mood, like, it is hard for me to literally fake anything. In fact, I had conversations with lots of leaders in said previous company where I told them there was no reason for them to leave. Yeah. I can name a couple. I have proof, you know, always cheering people on, no matter what my decision was. Always.
Wait, no matter what your decision was, so are you saying you knew in January that you were going to be leaving? Because, oh, thumbs up. In your timeline that you give here shortly, you mentioned you made a decision 3 weeks ago, which was on or around February 12th. So if you met the Pitcocks in December and they hired you and you started working on that, you had an inkling of what was going on over there. I find that fascinating. What do you guys think?
So I meet this woman. We start talking.
Barb.
She shares with me her vision, her mission. I got chills up and down my spine, and I tried to ignore her. Just so you know, I tried to ignore the feelings, the goosebumps,
I just want to point this out because we're getting there, but she says, she's saying now she tried to ignore Barb, but then later says that she had to beg Barb. She had to beg for Barb to allow her to join as a distributor. So which is it? Were you ignoring her or did you beg her to join? Because that's weird.
the alignment. Like, I was trying to reject it because I didn't want to look.
Alignment.
Like, I didn't. And God just kept nudging me.
Hey.
He was like, this is what you asked for. In 2024, my word is connect.
Oh, here we go. Connect.
I said, God, I want you to connect me to the people who I'm supposed to be connected to so I can do more and matter more.
These are typically words that are assigned at the beginning of the year. So just go with me here for a second. If she met Dave and Barb Pitcock in December and she was already kind of thinking about it, maybe, perhaps, not stating that as a fact. Again, this is my opinion because I have a commentary channel. Okay. That being said, if she is using the word connect for her word for 2024, and she made the decision in February to go to frequence, do you guys see what I'm trying to say here? I find all of this very interesting.
Not me, because I don't want followers. I want to move mountains. I want to move people to make decisions. I want them to get emotional freedom and buy back moments, because that's what happened to me. I'm not a statistic.
And I'm so glad she got out of those scenarios. I am so glad that she got away from those horrific, horrific relationships. Nobody deserves that. But again, you have to ask yourself, what is the reason of that she is sharing this information now? It's because she is under fire, in a sense, because she just left an MLM company and she's joined another one. None of this would happen in real traditional jobs. None of this would happen. It's only an MLM because people are dollar signs in multi-level marketing. So when you have people leave that are leaders in top leaders in the company, people are going to follow them. And then that's when this reminds me of a story. Y'all want to hear a story real quick? Let me know in the comments. But the previous upline, the previous company typically have something to say. How do I know that Modere does that? Because yeah, that's based on my experience with Modere. So Modere and leadership, their upline, her former upline probably are saying a lot of things, maybe not publicly, but they're saying it privately. And it's creating this kind of chaos. It's unbelievable. Thank you so much for the super chat, Bipolar Plus Me. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Okay, so I was terminated from Modere. Some of you may be new to my channel, don't know that I've done a two-part video on that. You can check that out under the video section. They were edited videos, and you can check that out. But after Jessie Lee was she suspended or was she terminated? I think she was terminated in June of 2017, I believe. Modere did a Zoom call where they brought up the burning bush from the Bible. That whole story. I don't remember all the specifics. Some of you that are more well versed in scripture can probably put that in the comments. But they used that as an example, and they basically, without mentioning Jessie Lee's name, were villainizing her to the company, much like what Marina here did when she went live 17 weeks ago or so, talking about Justin Prince, but without mentioning Justin Prince. What that did was that did cause people to ask more questions. And I think it's kind of the same thing with this. Very, very, very interesting. Bring up Old Testament is a huge red flag. Yeah. Story time with Aaron. Trademark. Oh, hey, Elisa. Did I say your name right? Let me know. I'm sorry if I butchered your name.
How can I go and help more? You know what he did? He put this woman Barb right in front of my face, and he said, this is who you need. I asked for it, and he did it. And I was like, well, that's not really how I asked for it. But he didn't care. That's what he did. He said, nope, that's it right there. That's it.
I don't think so.
And so here I am, building the onboarding, getting to know the compensation plan, meeting the family. And she says the mission that she has around addiction.
Before we get into this, I think it is absolutely vile what Barb and Dave are doing by trying to say that mushroom juice is going to help people with addiction. I covered Barb, a live stream that Barb did. I covered on a live stream, and she goes into her story of one of her children having problems with addiction and all of these health claims that are absolutely atrocious. So the fact that Marina's like, oh yeah, this is great. We're going to do this and we're going to help so many people. And it's just going to line her bank account, I think is so disgusting. If you want to help people, don't be part of an MLM. Don't use whatever you are trying to do to help people as the funnel to bring people into your MLM. Let that thing, whether it's helping people with addiction or recovery or trauma and connecting them to resources to speak with therapists that specialize in specific types of trauma, or helping people get connected to healthcare so that they can get on medications that help with their brain chemistry or whatever scenario, you do that without being associated with a multi-level marketing company. And these I can't say that word. I'm not going to say that word. But these, I can't remember the company, but they were like, we help, build wells in Africa. And that's what you're contributing to. And it's like, but where? Where are these wells? Why can't you be more specific? I think that that's all just a smokescreen to make people think that they're an ethical company, essentially. So if you are trying to say, well, I'm going to help people with blah, 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 or this company, their mission statement is to help people with blah, 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 and it's a multi-level marketing company, I just feel like that's a weird way of virtue signaling, or a way to try and make people think, oh, see, we are helping people. You want to help people? Pay people. Pay people. Make it an affiliate program instead of a multi-level marketing company where people make the most off of having a team and recruiting other people versus selling a product. You want to help people? Well, don't roll a new company out as a multi-level marketing company. Roll it out as a retail model or an affiliate model, an actual affiliate model, not something where you're calling your distributors an affiliate like Frequence is doing, and then come to find out, oh, you have to recruit people in order to make substantial money. That's just deceptive. That's just my opinion. Y'all let me know what you think.
Mental health. Getting help to the people that need it, because it's not.
What kind of help? With your mushroom juice? With your fulvic acid minerals or fulvic minerals? With your CBD? I think that there's a time and a place for CBD, but the claims that these people are making are absolutely absurd. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Happening. Not just through products, not just through money, but through real growth, elevating people's frequencies, elevating them from their mind and their body.
What is happening? What is happening? We are elevating people's frequencies through what? Drinking mushroom juice? I don't understand. Just okay.
And their bank account. How the heck?
Didn't she just say it's not about money? It's about helping people with mental health. And then she was like, and money.
Could we do this together? By the way, she didn't.
If you're wondering what this comment is about, refer back to my last Frequence live stream. The thumbnail has somebody on the ceiling. Those are people that cold messaged me on Instagram and were asking if I was actively building Prove It. They were trying to recruit me into Frequence. So you guys can go check that out if you're looking for something else to watch after this. Oh my God. I still can't believe it. Member for 7 months. Marie, that's amazing. Thank you so much. It is a big difference between talking openly about your mental health to normalize it, and trauma dumping to earn money from the people you help. Absolutely could not agree with you more. And thank you for being a member for 7 months. It's awesome.
Want me to come? Barb, I love you, but you were trying so hard. You were like, no. I was like, I basically had to beg to join this company, you guys. I had to beg. I had to say, you don't understand. Like, I can't look away. Like, I can't look away. Like, I can't stop thinking about it. I can't stop thinking about the Women's Center. Guys, how many of you known me? Since 2017, I told you, I want to open a Women's Center. We need a 13th.
Then do it. Then open a women's center that helps people without it being associated with a multi-level marketing company. Barb is using this as a mission to push her multi-level marketing company, something that's designed to hurt, statistically, women. And the sick part is they talk about, oh, this is about women empowerment. No, it's not. Not when over 99% of people lose money, according to the FTC, when they're in a multi-level marketing company. That's absolutely ridiculous.
step for those that are coming out of recovery, to teach them how to be entrepreneurs, to take their mess and turn it into their message.
You know who should be helping people work through addiction, work through recovery, and what that looks like for them? Professionals. Not serial MLMers that decided to create their own MLM company through Terry LaCour that are going to be pushing mushroom juice. No, professionals that have gone to school and have the credentials to be able to work with people through their addiction. This is absolutely ridiculous.
You know what she said to me? She said she has 22 acres and that's what she wants to do. I didn't even tell her that. She said that and I just literally up and down my spine. So what made you move?
Money. Next question.
That's your answer.
Come on. Marina, be for real right now. Be so for real right now.
That's your answer. Every vehicle that I've ever been in has been a stepping stone for this moment for me.
Ew.
Because it's not about me. Do you know how many texts I've got? Friends.
It's not about you, but this entire life has been about you and manipulating your audience. But it's not about you, right? Come on.
That have had lost to suicide.
Oh, now we're back to emotionally manipulating the audience on a whole different level.
More kids self-medicating.
Have a good day, Tish.
Nothing's being done. They're talking about it. They're bringing awareness to it.
Who's they? Are you really going to try to say that people that are having the conversations and connecting people to resources for battles with their mental health are not doing anything? So let me get this straight. Only Frequence is going to be the company that helps people with their mental health struggles. That's what you're saying? That's going to be the vehicle to create this? You've got to be kidding me.
But what the fuck are they doing? Nothing.
Oh, what? Who's they? That's what I want to know. What is going on? Who? What? These are people. There are people doing things. Where you been, sis? Yep, agreed. Thanks so much, Yvonne. I appreciate this super sticker. Thank you. That's so nice of you.
They'll give you some meds. They'll give you some meds.
Good, because there's people out there that need them. What is happening?
Hopefully you can afford therapy. Psychiatrists aren't covered. For those of you that don't know this, are not.
I mean, are they going to be covered with this vehicle, this thing that you're talking about being part of Frequence's mission statement? Oh, I hate this so much. They aren't abusing people and grifting off of them. Yep, I agree. This right here. Recovering addicts help other addicts every day without blasting it all over social media. Thank you for that. Yeah, don't demonize medications that people need. Yeah. Clinically proven and tested meds and therapy. Yep. And meds are fantastic. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Covered by most insurances. That's at least $350 for one session where they you and take notes.
Were they what? Were they you? What does that mean?
So then when you try to go and get other help, you know how much that costs? I know too, right? I'm a woman, so I'm too emotional. Oh my God, she's so.
No, what you're sharing is misinformation. That's what you're sharing, because there are resources out there for people. And there are people that connect others to those resources that aren't doing it for a fee. I just can't believe this.
Emotional. Damn right. That's how the world's going to change. My emotions are going to change the world. I'm done being leveraged.
You're done being leveraged, but here you are joining another multi-level marketing company where you're going to leverage other people. And do you think Barb and Dave are not going to leverage you? Just like what you were alleging, or what I believe you were alleging John and Nadia Mountain and Modair did to you? I'm not stating that as a fact. That's just speculation on my part based on what she just said, or earlier she said. That's so wild.
I'm done being lied to. And no one's getting in my way.
Here comes the pitch. We're almost there. And then this will all make sense to you guys, which is why I wanted to show this video.
When I say that, I want you to hear me. I am speaking to every person that keeps trying to get in my way. God removes people that try to get in my way. My mom knows what that means.
Is that supposed to be like a threat? What if the person, the people that you are saying God removes, what if they don't believe in God? How does that work?
I made the decision to resign 5 days before I did it. I had a panic attack.
5 days, but earlier didn't she say 3 weeks, or have we not gotten to that point yet? Because she said 3 weeks. I remember looking at the date and noting that that was on or around February 12th. But now it's 5 days before she resigned.
I was on the floor. My nephew Reggie was rubbing my back as I was profusely sweating and had boogers coming out of my nose. I felt like I couldn't breathe because it was.
I want to be like, I don't know if this is, objection, relevance.
One of the hardest decisions
Wow.
that I had to make. Does it make it a wrong decision? No.
No, it's a
Does not.
grift. That's
Are
wrong,
people
so.
allowed to feel the way they want to feel? Absolutely.
Okay.
But if you didn't want this to be a big deal, why'd you leak my resignation?
That does sound like something Modair would do, I'm not going to lie. If you guys have access to that, I would love to see it.
If you didn't want this to be a big deal, why are you calling mentors of ours and making up stories that you know are not true just because you're manic right now? I know what manic is. I've been there, done that.
Well, if you know what manic is, been there, done that, you also know that you probably shouldn't be diagnosing anybody else, which is why I put that in the live stream rules. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Why are you telling people that they're not good enough to succeed if they leave?
Oh my God.
Who are you to decide that for someone? I kept my mouth shut. I didn't do I resigned post. I didn't need to. And this video right here is not about recruiting anybody into my new thing. You know what this is about? Telling every woman that's watching this right now, whatever thumb is on you, flick it off.
No. I think you want it to be about that. but I definitely think it's about recruiting, and that's why your closing statements are about recruiting, because people like Marina, people like you, Marina, in case you happen to be watching this, you always tell on yourself every time, every single time.
Flick it off. Period. Flick it
Period,
off.
comma, forever.
I don't care what company you're in. I don't care what you do for a living. I am here for you.
That right there. See, that's a doorway statement, in my opinion. I don't know if that's what they're called. That's what I'm calling it. You know, I'm here for you. If you've been through any of these things that I have mentioned on this live, just know that I am here for you. I am one message away. Message me anytime you want. There's that doorway. To invite them into the new thing.
We are about to change the freaking world.
She's here for you.
I know it. I know it because I couldn't reject it. And when I feel this like sweating of holy crap and this fear, that's that next level. And I'm telling you right now, that next level is this year for so many.
Okay.
If you're not in a place where you are literally on fire with passion, it doesn't mean you suck. It means
this is the start of the pitch. This right here. Listen, if your company is not lighting you up, maybe it's time you find a new company. Here it comes.
the next level is right there for you. That's what that shit means. I don't care what anybody else tells you.
Okay.
I mean it. So let's talk about the leadership. I have so many notes. I didn't talk about that.
This is the beginning of the actual pitch. She's going to talk about the leadership. She's going to talk about the systems. I'm sure of it. I know she's going to talk about the leadership, but this is the pitch. This is the closing arguments, if you will, the closing statements.
I didn't talk about that. I don't really care. Like, I'm like, oh, no, that doesn't matter. Oh, yes, my name. Please keep my name out of your mouth. No, actually, please keep talking about me, because all you have done since you've leaked my resignation is literally just send lots of people into my little inbox. So keep
I need to see this resignation.
talking about me. Cheese. Here, send this cute. Oh, I look cute tonight. We don't want to do this one because I broke a nail. Send this cutie patootie.
I'm sorry. Didn't you just say earlier you have no lashes, you have a broken nail, and you were trying to make it sound like you looked like a hot mess, which I don't see that. It's just my opinion. But now you're like, oh, send them this.
Marina, aren't you scared of what? God's got me, man. He moves people. I tell you, listen, some of you, if you heard some of the things that this God has done for me, you would not be afraid of nothing else. I fear God. That is it. I don't appreciate shit talking, but whatever. My husband really doesn't appreciate it, but we do laugh about it at night while we go to bed.
My suggestion is Jesse Lee used to actually say this. Was it Jesse Lee? Was it Eric Worre? Was it both of them? No idea. Don't read your own press clippings. People on the internet are allowed to have their opinion of you, and that's okay. You don't need to see it. It's okay. They're laughing about it before they go to bed. So they're laying down in bed to go to sleep, to rest their bodies. And that's what they're ending their night with. You can't convince me otherwise. They are not laughing about it. They're trying to. But I don't think it's working, because why would she have done this whole live if they're laughing about it?
No company owns me. I am my brand. I'm the CEO of my life. If I choose to share a product or opportunity, which means sharing my network, I did kind of go over this. You're lucky to get a taste of my network, because my network is fucking amazing. I built that network. I went over that.
Here's the thing. If she signed an agreement with Modere, and in that contract, it said something about owning your social media if you ever mention Modere products on it, she signed the contract. So her opinion of her network becomes irrelevant. It's just that. It's an opinion because it's going to go back to the contract in the event that a lawsuit happened. That's just how that works.
Final message. Back off, sit down, stop the manic behavior. Your words
This
have
right
to
here.
match your actions. You asked me to keep my mouth shut and to play nice, and I did. And now I'm not.
Did you start cross-recruiting? And so Modere then was having to do damage control? Not that I'm defending Modere by any means, but is that why? Is that why you're not playing nice anymore? Because you got caught? It's just a question I have.
Because staying silent ain't going to do nothing for my tribe. And my tribe, us, our healers, we are going to change the world. We're going to create more moments that matter. We're going to help more people get emotional freedom so they don't feel alone.
It's the snarling for me. It's the anger for me.
Yep, I resigned. Yes, I'm aligned with a new company. Yes, I am freaking happy. I am excited. But guess what? I am a brand forward human, and me, who I am, Marina Simone, that's what matters most. My values, who I am. I don't lie. I don't make up shit stories. I tell the truth even when it hurts. In fact, I am so forward that some people probably don't like the way I deliver things. That's fine. Totally fine. I get it. It takes some people a little time to like me. But you can never say that I go and make up stories, because I am like Mike Ross on Suits. I will put shit together before anybody else does. I creep Bryn out all the time. I'm like, watch, this is going to happen.
Did you guess that this was going to be covered on a YouTube channel? You probably did, right? Oh yeah, she did say at the beginning, probably going to use it for their YouTube channel. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me.
Watch what happens next. It's kind of the way my brain works. I can just see the things. But you know what the biggest thing that matters to me in the whole world?
If the shoe fits.
My husband and my 2 kids. And my 2 dogs. Except Romeo. He's on my nerves today. Seriously. You're not in my bubble. If you ain't in my bubble, it don't matter.
Says the person that did a live publicly. And we're 36 minutes and 51 seconds into her 42-minute video. If you're not in my bubble, you don't matter. Clearly, that's not the case.
My husband and I have been through the ringer. There are times that we didn't know if we were going to make it. And I'm so grateful. I am so grateful for him. So grateful. Even when I wasn't. I look back and I'm like, what was wrong with me? I'm so grateful. He's my rock. He's really my rock. My mother's my mentor. And my girls remind me why no man will ever put their thumb on me again. So if y'all want to watch me launch this thing, awesome. You want to do it with me? Come join the Lead Slayer Challenge. Yep, there's your pitch. Not come join me, not come join my team. And at the end of the day, whoever's supposed to, there's like this magnet of energy with these frequencies that's just like coming, and it's like people are literally, it's just like people just so freaking ready and excited. It's insane in the membrane.
Oh my God.
That's when you know you don't got to force something, because it wasn't my decision. It was, but it wasn't. So we're all just running around with a magnet. Making people feel good now.
She's talking about her products there. Making people feel good now. The claims that they make about this mushroom juice garbage, in my opinion, is unbelievable.
But I'm still going to be who I am, and that is the branding queen and launch queen of social media. And we've got the Lead Slayer Challenge that starts March 11th. LeadSlayerChallenge.com. I'm going to show you how to launch your products in your opportunity on social media without being this spammy human where everybody thinks you work for a company. You don't work for.
Yes, you do. When you're in an MLM, you work for a company. You're a contracted worker that sells product for the company.
For nobody. They 1099 you. You ain't W-2'd, boo. You 1099. They're you.
Exactly. Which means, since you're aware it's a 1099, that means you are not a business owner with the multi-level marketing company. I'm so glad that she said that. Saying the quiet parts out loud. I love it.
Using your network. It's your network. So let me show you how to share what you love with your network and get paid for it. Yes or yes? I love that, Naomi. Everybody drop, I work for me. I'm the CEO of my desk. I'm the CEO of my life.
CEO of my desk? That sounds terrible. That sounds awful. Oh my God. Okay, I'm looking. I got this comment about, hold on. So apparently on Barb Pitcock is the CEO or the creator, if you will, of Frequence with her husband. And they're at Eric Worre's house. So she's part of the mastermind because here's a picture. There's Stormy Wellington. Who is this? Oh, I know her name. I can't remember it. She's the person that sent Jesse Lee the water or the supplement that tasted like bleach. Do y'all remember that? Asea, A-S-E-A, I think. I can't remember her name though. I know her. Oh, look at that. There's a picture of Barb and Marina at Eric's house. And this is from October 4th of 2023. So did you meet her in December or did you meet her in October, Marina? Because remember, not that long ago, you said you don't lie? Thank you to the individual that sent that to me. I appreciate you. That's wild. So was it October or December?
Period.
Jeez.
Go ahead, because I know this is probably going to end up in like a Dropbox file and emailed. Oh, I don't have lashes on. That's okay. That's okay. This will probably be the only time you catch me like this with no lashes. Okay. Go ahead. Let me tell you, there's some screenshots. They come right back to me. You know, you got snitches everywhere, right? You know, the whole snitches get stitches. That's gone. People can do whatever they want now. So people say whatever
Snitches get better deals with MLM companies, I've heard.
they want. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, I think about my grandfather and I just think about, you know, like him growing up like in Italy and all those things. Like people didn't have social media to hide behind. Like people would just, you know, stuff. Anyway, that's where the Godfather comes in, guys. Godfathered. We talked about this the other day in the training. I'm so sorry, you guys. It was grandfathered in. I said Godfathered in. Anywho.
I'm sorry. Who are you trying to intimidate?
Hoopla. Hey, this BI ain't going nowhere. In fact, I'm gonna get so loud. Some of you gonna be annoyed by me.
Oh, this is so funny. David. Snitches get bridges. Oh my God. Yes. Snitches get bridges. Absolutely.
But it's time to change the world.
Okay.
I'm ready for it. So I feel better. 37 minutes? Damn, I thought I was going to be like an hour. I'm fire. I am fire. I feel like I like received an award. Oh, by the way, I just want to show you guys something really cool. Hold that thought. Hold on.
Show us your awards, Marina.
I just want to do this really quick. Okay.
Okay.
This is not from the company I'm with now. It's not from the company that I used to be with. This is from another company where I was the top. Please hold.
Okay.
Because I was told many times, it's not going to work. And I was told again, that silly little startup. Hold on.
Objection, relevance.
This is where I get petty, people. I have awards out the ass. Why? Because I work hard and I know what I'm doing. And
sounds like you should get that checked out. Maybe.
now I want to go help more people. I want to help a lot of people.
What are the awards for?
Do what I've done. That's it.
If you're going to flex the awards, who are they from and what are they for? This whole thing reminds me of, I don't know if you guys remember this, but when Jessie Lee and all of us, well, was it Modere? Hold on. I think I had just joined Modere and she was doing this live where she was showing all of the stuff that she had won. One time it was like a bicycle or something. She's holding this bicycle up. I don't know why, but that's what this reminds me of. Look at my award. Look at my award for helping people. But no specifics about the awards, who they're from, and what they're for were given. So it just seems like a petty, like, look at me, look what I did. Okay, well, tell us the specifics, Marina. Put it in your Instagram stories.
I want to help more people. I want to mentor more people. I want to help some more women. That's it. Help more moms go from the cubicle to the throne.
The cubicle to the throne? Are they going to the bathroom? Are they getting the poops from taking mushroom juice? No? I don't know. I'm just kind of confused. Okay.
Anyway.
I hope that throne has a bidet. Indeed.
$1 billion sounds sexy, huh? Anyway. I will see you guys in the Lead Slayer Challenge. We start March 11th. I love you. Thank you for crying with me. Thank you for laughing with me. Thank you for...
I love you unless you are part of Modere and I can't make any money off of you. I love you unless you decide to, join another company. Come on, man.
Listening to me. This is the last time I'm going to say this shit. So if somebody needs to be tagged on it, go for it. I'm sure I'm going to.
Please tag people to better my engagement. What? Are you going to ask people to share it too, Marina?
Start getting some text messages, even though I'm blocked on social media from them. They still text me. Some even want to cut, if you're wondering. So some of you are listening to the wrong friggin' people.
That hashtag says want a cut.
Some people keep asking for a cut. You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, I love you. Before I get too petty, I need to get off. This is my truth. They might have a different one and I don't care. I know who I am. So bye. Bye, guys. Love you, healers. Mwah!
She's got to end the live. Oh. What just happened? Guys, are you okay? Is everybody good? That was intense, to say the least. Isn't she a barrel of sunshine and flowers? Indeed. Oh, God. Yeah, what an odd sign-off. Well, there you have it. I think now that we've watched the whole video, I hope that you guys see. Oh, this is perfect timing. My husband just texted me. He's on his way home. Yay. I hope that you guys see why I wanted to show that, because she definitely told on herself, in my opinion. The pitch, the recruiting, yeah. And you can't tell me for 1 second her lead generating campaign that she's running is not a funnel to recruit into frequence. We all know it is, because that's why they do them. That's the whole purpose of campaigns when you're in a multi-level marketing company. Unbelievable. How can you watch that twice? I don't know. I have no idea. It was unhinged. Yeah, it was aggressive, for no reason, in my opinion. But that's what you get when you're in an MLM company and you get out, you go to another MLM company, and it starts this chaos. So wild. Also, thank you for the compliment on my makeup. I appreciate you. I actually was feeling a lot better, so I wanted to put some makeup on today. So thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. Okay. Excuse me. I'm going to figure out what the heck I'm going to do for dinner. I hope you guys have something yummy. Friendly reminder to drink your water and take your medication in case you need that reminder. And don't join an MLM. Don't do that, because it just gets ugly. And Marina?
I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching.
Not just me, the anti-MLM movement. Okay, so on that note, I'm going to head on out. And I'll see you guys on the next live. I do have a stream planned with Susan for next week, so brace yourselves for that. We're gonna talk about Beachbody. I know a lot of you have been waiting, so really excited about that. Okay, bye everybody.